Kaiju, turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collectors. It's Steven here, and welcome back to another Kaiju review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Raymond Toys King Kong 1962, or as it is rather officially, if you will, cataloged as Kong A. Now there is a Kong B, which takes after the King Kong Escapes version way back during the Showa era, but we all know this as Kong 1962. Not really meant to be that because of copyright and trademark and all that fun stuff, but we all know what it is. If you know, you know. Now, there's some difficulty in obtaining this. As I've said before in other y-msf and Raymond Toys reviews, if you're looking to get a hold of one of these, the best and easiest way is going to contact y-msf directly on Instagram and or Twitter. This one's going to run you about 6,000 yen plus shipping, depending on what method you choose. It will vary. But with that being said, the average Movie Monster Series vinyl is going to run you somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 yen. This one is going to be nearly double that. Are you getting double the quality? Or am I going to get kicked out of the y-msf group on Facebook for the second time? Let's take a look to see whether or not Kong here is worth adding into your collection. I would say in regards to likeness, this Kong is, if we were to go with the most forgiving way, I'd say it's about 80% there in terms of accuracy. Not quite all the way there. I would have to say that this would be one sculpted from memory, but I do think that this is a rather nice likeness. I am rather fond of what I am holding in my hand. I know it's spinning on the table in front of you, but actually here recording audio, I'm holding it in my hand here. And also something of note, this was originally sculpted way back in 2007, so it's been quite a few years, and it was actually Raymundo on the bottom of the foot, unlike today where we have Behemoth, where we have Raymond. So it's a little different, but hey, it is what it is. You change with the times. Hey, good on you. Now, overall, Kong does have some nicely sculpted details, and the paint scheme on this one in particular really does help enhance those fur textures that this Kong has. I will say that the white for the eyes and the teeth could maybe be improved a little bit with blending and or other colors that are used to help maybe add in some of those details. Because just as it stands, the white contrasts very much so with the brown and even the little bit of very dark gray paint application on the torso and on the legs. Just a little bit there. Overall, though, Kong here looks very nice with his elongated arms, short legs, and rather exposed area on the chest. This Kong does look very good. Now, when we're talking about articulation, we are going to have shoulder swivels so you can spin them around, and he is going to have a waist swivel. I didn't comment on this up until this point because Kong is sort of twisted at a bit of an angle, just enough so that, well, he's going to have an oval joint at the waist. So yes, you can spin him, but do take note, it is going to be a rather tight fit. I would not recommend stressing it beyond just a little bit of a turn there. And if you have Kong 2021, let's say when I recorded this, there were no substances used, but you can have yourself quite a fun time coming up with new variations of King Kong. Now, there aren't going to be any accessories for this one, but thankfully I do have an ultimate display video where you can maybe come up with some ideas on your own, where you can get some display accessories for your King Kong figure. So let's go ahead and move on over to a size comparison with some other figures you might have, including some Godzillas. Now, as you may know, Kong usually is going to be smaller than Godzilla here, and I would say that if you have a Monster Arts Godzilla 1962, this is a rather solid companion piece because, as we get on over to the last section, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal, there's a good chance that we're probably not going to get a much better 6-inch scale 1962 Kong pretty much ever. There is going to be, I believe it's the 8-inch scale Bandai Kong 1962. However, keep in mind that's going to be the 8-inch scale. That don't really fit in with anything. It may have more attractive accuracy, if you will. However, it's not going to be in a scale that pretty much the majority of Godzilla collectors will have in some capacity, whether it's going to be 1 or 2 figures, but a good amount of Godzilla collectors are going to have a 6-inch scale representation in their collection. So this should appeal to a good number of them. So if you're kind of on the fence, I would say this is rather nice to pick up. for whatever reason, there are some folks who are completely against y-msf and by an extension Raymond, but that's going to be up to you. I think this is a rather nice piece. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another SDR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.